Hello, and welcome to Rock Paper Swords. We're here at the Historical Novel Society Conference 2024, and we are with
A.D. Rhine.
And is that
No,
that's who they are.
that's
All right.
the combined name. So, do you want to
All
explain?
right.
Maybe you could explain to us what that means.
I'm Danielle. This is Ashlee. We are A.D. Rhine because we met in Germany when we were 15 on a military base, and we've been dear friends since then, and now co-authors, having book babies together.
So we write epic. We wrote an epic duology of the Trojan War from the perspective of 4 Trojan women.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're in the bookshop, aren't they?
Yes.
And they look really, really good. So, do you want to tell us a bit more about the books?
Sure. We're going to stay on the film theme, and we like to say that it is a little bit like Ken Follett's Pillars of the Earth meets Outlander set during the Bronze Age apocalypse. I think that sums it up rather nicely.
Brilliant. And what of the different events that have been on this? I mean, I know you guys have done a talk as well, but what other things that you've seen have you enjoyed about the conference? What's been the highlights for you?
I think just meeting some of our author heroes, Diana Gabaldon, we just heard a talk with her, Kate Quinn, who was generous enough to read our debut novel. So being able to just meet these giants in the genre in person and just seeing how down to earth and kind and generous they are with their time has been amazing.
And we also have really enjoyed being around people that are interested in the same things that we are, that we can nerd out about linear A or whatever it is that we happen to be fascinated by, because I can tell you, those don't always go over really well on the side of the soccer field, or, we feel like we're in good. It's hard to find people. And I think we have felt, it's been wonderful talking and hearing all the different things that others are interested in and finding some more things to be fascinated by and look up later.
Yeah. Tell us how does it work when you write the books together? Do you write a chapter each, or?
It started that way. So we don't live anywhere close to each other. Danielle lives in Virginia, I live in Michigan, and we meet on the cloud in Google Docs. So that's actually how we technically do it. And we started writing the 4 voices, each taking 2 of them, and then it became more of a bricklayering process where we thought it was going to be like you take 2 POVs, I take 2, and then we ended up, we were in each other's chapters. Because one character would walk out of your chapter into another person's chapter, the other author. So it became this very, very collaborative process, which has been interesting hearing about a lot of screenwriting and the writer's room, because co-writing feels a lot more similar to the writing process for film and TV, where it is much more collaborative. So that's been really interesting to see those parallels.
Well, I assume you have to plan it all out beforehand, then you can't just you write a chapter and make everything up and then she has to somehow follow it.
You should plan it all out.
We learned some things.
We are both, so I am a little bit more of a pantser, a little more of the, we've heard, and I feel seen because a lot of people that I love apparently are also pantsers, so I'm feeling a little bit better, about those choices. But in the context of co-writing, there needs to be a solid outline. Otherwise you end up with a 300,000 word manuscript that then needs to be divided into 2. Which is what happened to us. But it all worked out for the best, and now we have a much better strategy. So we meet in Ohio, which is, if anybody's a it's halfway between Michigan and Virginia. So we say, take me to Ohio, and then we go and we plan out all of our things. Yeah. And it's been really fun.
For our next project, we will definitely use at least a basic outline, but leave some room to play still.
So to finish off, what is your next project you're working on, and where can people find your books as well online?
Well, we are switching gears a little bit. We are currently writing a post-World War II story set in Berlin, based on 2 women who smuggle a medieval manuscript out of Soviet Berlin, and this is a true story.
Oh, wow.
And so we're working on that, and people, so we kind of hop different historical periods, eras, but people can find out more about us in our books at adrhine.com.
Yep, we love war stories from the perspective of women, and that is the more unifying aspect to all our work, is the things that we are interested in based on our background and the things that drew us together. We are very interested in those, so regardless of time period.
I take it you both have to do the same research, pretty much.
Yeah, we have again a big Google Doc where we have Danielle's background is political science, mine is cultural history, religious history. So we each kind of have our areas where we focus, but we bring it all together, but it's nice to have that division of labor.
Yeah.
Also with the marketing, that's a big perk of co-writing is you have someone to share the marketing load with.
The real work in writing is the not writing part. It's the making videos
Everything
and
that comes after.
everything, all those things. And so she
Nice.
does our TikTok, which is, thank you for that, because this terrifies me.
Yeah, we've never done.
Can you do ours as well, please?
I mean, I'm still learning. I feel very old to be on there, but
No.
we're doing our best.
Yeah.
If you feel old being on there, imagine me. Yeah, every
I
now and
asked
again.
my daughter to do it. She's 16 and she said she would, but I don't think she likes the platform very much either. It's just too much.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thanks ever so much for having a chat with us. And when you've got the new book done, the World War II one, maybe we'll get you on the podcast and have a full episode and we can have a proper chat.
Amazing.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Hope you'd be willing to come. That would be brilliant.
Oh, we would love
Definitely.
to.
Oh,
that
excellent.
sounds amazing.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank
you
and have
both.
a great rest of the conference.